Greetings and welcome to Talk a Little, Learn a Lot, the American Society of Naval Engineers podcast, during which we talk about all things ASNE. I'm your host, Stephen Phillips. Today I'm joined by Dale Kidd Lumay, the ASNE National Executive Director, to discuss the value of membership and the changes that will be taking place for members. Kid, I understand you've provided remarks to college students and young professionals with respect to the value of being a member of a professional organization. Can you describe to the audience the 7 pillars of wisdom that you have articulated to those students?
Yes, thank you, Stephen. This has been something I've been doing for the last few years, and it seems to resonate with college, university students, and other young professionals. I think the first thing that I'd like to highlight is when you are a member of a professional organization, you really receive professional development from all levels of an organization. The industry leaders can learn from the experience of somebody that's been through it, and that provides, I think, the most important development for a young professional is that being able to learn from senior people that have been through those experiences. The second pillar is really networking. You can build a professional network with new contacts, kind of reinforce not only your current contacts or the colleagues you work with, but it provides an avenue for you to kind of test out your creative ideas and be innovative in a social atmosphere outside of work that it will help you build your ability to have a better professional career. One of the values I like to talk to students about, young professionals, is if you are interested in potentially new opportunities, you may be looking at jobs boards or other jobs listings. The professional organization can help you because the organization is not only with your company or organization, but with many in the same industry. So by outside of your normal HR organization, this society can help you not only understand what jobs are out there, but potentially you can build your resume by looking at other opportunities that can help you in your career. I think the best thing that we found out that, ASNE was started in 1888. The foundational principles of our establishment was really a mentoring organization. So one of the values of being a member of a professional organization is that you not only can find mentors in these organizations, in these events and meetings, but you can become a mentor too. Even young people can mentor older people. So you learn from your profession from somebody that can help you steer you away from poor career decisions or maybe guide you on to better choices in your career. One of the things that we like to kind of highlight is that you can give back by being a mentor and sharing your experiences, and that kind of helps out in your professional development too, to be a better leader. I think the value that we see, or some of the people in the organization see that I've heard even some of the young professionals tell us about, is that you have new access to resources. We, do the Naval Engineers Journal that has been printed since 1889, and that is in our archives. If you're a member, you get access all the way back to 1889 of all the different articles that have been written, both technical and professional, on many different subjects, and you can learn from those. In addition, the resources ASNE provides is that you have webinars, we have on-demand learning resources, we have access to grants and funding resources. So it kind of helps in that you have a different venue in your career to get to those resources. Another thing is we provide training hours, professional development hours, PDH, at all of our events. So if you, attend a training or a workshop or one of our on-demand webinars, you can get certifications, you can get qualifications, you can get training, and that'll keep you up to date on many of your your specialties that you're in, and hear from others that are in that same area of work. And the best thing, and some of the students like this, and at the end I kind of end with this, is the seventh pillar is one of the students highlighted it, and I put it into my discussion, is show me the money. So we provide for members a discount and savings not only on books and other resources, but on the registration rates sometimes are 50% of what somebody who is not a member. So you not only provide that discounted opportunity to attend a symposium and conference, but we have partner organizations, not only other organizations that are professionals in engineering, but other affiliates, airlines, hotels, rental cars, that you can actually get miles or savings. So those are really the 7 pillars of wisdom that seem to resonate with the students that I've been able to talk to the last few years.
Kid, I've heard the rate that someone will pay for membership of the American Society of Naval Engineers is changing at the beginning of the ASNE new fiscal year. Can you describe what changes will take place?
Well, sure. So 2 years ago, or during COVID, we found that we were losing members. So we decided to do a pilot program by reducing membership, so that maybe we could get some of those lapsed members back or get some new members. And we found that we have really lost members. Other organizations have too. But in order for us to continue providing the value of what our organization is, we have gone back to older rates, and we looked at other organizations and competitive rates. We're still lower than some of our sisters, colleague organizations, but in order for us to provide the value and the benefits that we can provide, we're going to be increasing rates as of July 1st. We do have several new categories and several new rates where that we've had people call up to say, hey, I don't want to, renew every year. Sometimes I forget, credit cards change. Is there a way to get a 2, 3, 4-year rate? So we briefed our board, our ASNE council, on that opportunity. The membership committee came in and briefed, and we have now approved up to a 4-year rate. That 4-year rate is realistically the same as the current discounted rate is. So if you have the ability and desire to do multiple year rates, you can save a significant amount. In addition, the digital membership that we have started has really shown for young professionals to be that choice. It provides not only discounts to the different symposia we host, but also the ability to get access to 135 years of the Naval Engineers Journal. But you do not get the print edition of that. That saves the person in the rates significantly, but it also saves us in printing and shipping. We've had the active duty U.S. government personnel rate that is significantly less than the current annual member rate of somebody that is not a government civilian or active duty person. And those rates will stay close to being the same of the discounted rates that we changed 2 years ago. We do have a young engineer rate, and that is prorated from below 30. So you have to, and that 4-year rate, we need them to provide their birth year, because if somebody is 29 and want to buy a 5-year or 4-year rate, then they would be 34 or so by the time they ended. So those rates will be verified by the ASNE staff as they sign up for a 4-year rate. But the new annual rate for young professionals, young engineers, is still very low, comparable to the active duty rate. So those are some of the changes that we've incorporated.
ASNE has a student category for membership. Can you provide details on the changes the students who wish to become a member of ASNE can expect?
Well, sure. That's one of the categories that we talked about, because after talking to a lot of the students, we found that that is sometimes a barrier for them to join, is that even though it was a low amount, it still was a barrier. So what we've done is we've made all high school and college undergrad students free. So this opportunity for a full-time student, be it in a high school, college, or even a trade school, during their time, will have free membership to the Naval Engineers Journal and to the American Society of Naval Engineers, so that we can help build our next generation of not only naval engineers but STEM advocates.
Kid, is there anything else that you want to share with the ASNE audience?
Well, yes, thank you, Stephen. We have a couple other membership rates for members who have been 25 years of continuous membership. They will become emeritus members, and that rate has changed. That is, we have a number of those members, and we're proud of those. Spouse members are really very low rates. If a member has a spouse that wants to become a member, we welcome them. We also have a number of international members, so that is also a value. For a number of our professional symposia, we have international members that attend, and we welcome them. We have reduced our lifetime membership rates so that really kind of inspiring people to, as a young professional, become a member, because the rate, if they are going to be a member for 25, 50 years, if they join as a young professional in their 20s, after the rate is equal to about 15 years of membership, and many of our members are over 40 to 50 years, so they begin saving immediately. So our lifetime membership rates have been reduced and are graduated up. If you are 80 or above, by renewing 1 year, you become a lifetime member. As we have categories between less than 59 and then 60 to 69 and 70 to 79. So those rates are very competitive, and we welcome people to kind of consider that as an option. And I think the membership value that we talked about earlier is something that we see young professionals are starting to understand. And at every symposium, in our surveys, we receive replies back to say, "Wow, what a professional organization! Thank you for inviting me." So I'd like to highlight that we're welcome, not only young professionals, but anybody in their career that's a STEM advocate or a naval engineer, or anybody else that would be interested in helping inspire the next generation. So thank you.
Great, Dale. Thank you for all of that. And thanks for joining me on Talk a Little, Learn a Lot. I look forward to talking with you next time.